Fine. So I have started recording the session. So all those students who have joined the class, please drop your roll numbers on the chat box so that I can consolidate. So as I said, I'll take up the session giving the preference to your doubts. So since one of our friend is asking how to do the tokenizing of a given string, okay, so let me start sharing other than this slide, the online GDB compiler. Okay, so I hope the compiler is visible. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so write a C++ member function that has to display, that has to do tokenization of a given string, which is a part of the data. Okay, so assume that this is the question being asked. So what has to be done is, the requirement is, you have to take a class. In that class, you have to keep a private data item. Under private data item, you have to take a string. So you take a string of, let us say, some 200. Okay, now if this string is equal to, let us say, some token, I mean some string, Vasavi College of, let us say, engineering, then tokenizing means you need to split this into multiple words. Okay, so there are different approaches, there are different strategies here. One is, you can, each tokens, each word has a separate string. You can return the base address of your array of strings. And let me repeat, approach one, method one is, you can write it as Vasavi as one string, let us say this as s1. Okay, and then s2 is, let us say, college. Okay, then s3 is, let us say, off, because every word needs to be segregated. Okay, then s4 is, let us say, as engineering, right? So you have total 4 strings, and you keep all these strings as all these strings in an array. That means you have to use char double star. You have to use char double star. Let us say token. Okay, or char double star of, sorry, char star of token of. In this example, it is 4. So this is approach 1. So in method 1, what you can do is, you cut all the words, extract that as a sentence, and keep that into some memory, and the base address of that memory you store in the array of strings. Okay, so this is method 1. And method 2 is, don't worry about storing the tokens, because what has been asked is, you return the token. So you can return a simple string, let us say char star. Okay, so in main, I mean, let us say this is the token. So in main, you run a loop, until s becomes null, or until s is parsed. So whenever you get a space, then you make a return. Whenever you get a space, example, initially you will be returning Vasavi. Here the disadvantage is you are not storing it. You are not storing it, but you are tokenizing it. Whatever you want to do, you can do it with those tokens in main. That means the return type is only a one string. So here you have to return first Vasavi, next you have to return college, next you have to return off, next you have to return, so next you have to return engineering. So out of method 1 and method 2, second method is easy to implement. First method is you need to allocate memory dynamically for every string. Okay, and then you have to return the array of all tokens, array of all tokens, which is nothing but char double star. So whether you want me to use method 1 or method 2. Method 2 is simple. So in method 2, you take a token string, you take a token which is of char star. There is no need to allocate memory for this. So you have to run a loop because the data is already there. The data is Vasavi. So once you are traversing your string, okay, so you take the string, construct it, and you send the you send word by word as a return type. But while you are sending, you keep a null terminator so that it becomes an appropriate string. So which one you want me to follow? Whether the method 1 or method 2?
Method 1, sir.
Method 1. Oh, okay. Fine. So let us do this. So this is IOStream, and then using namespace std. Okay. Now class, let us say str is the string. Okay. Now let us take private. Now I already have a sentence. That means char, let us say string of max. Now what I'll do here is I'll also declare array of strings, which is char star array of tokens t of, let us say this also as max. Okay. Now as a part of the constructor public, so let me write void here. Okay. Let us start looking at main int main of void. You need to return 1 at the end. So create an object str, let us say s1. S1 is an object. Now as a part of the object creation, you will be calling a constructor. So let us say str, in str of void, take the string, so see out, enter the sentence. So in order to enter the sentence, you have to use cin dot getLine, cin dot getLine of yes, let us say up to max. Is the syntax is correct? Somebody respond, is the syntax is correct? Okay. So as a part of object invocation, I am directly asking the user to enter the sentence. So let us assume user is entering Vasavi College of Engineering. Now I need to tokenize it. Okay, so what I will do is I'll use s1 dot do token, do token of. Okay, so I'll use void do do token of void. I don't have to pass anything because both are accessible inside the private data member. Now I'll start concentrating on the logic for tokenizing, because I need to allocate, I need to separate that string, and array of strings I have to maintain. So void str, let us say do token of void. Okay, so now what? Now what? You already have the data in S, you already have the data in capital S. Okay. So take a variable int I is equal to 0. So you have to buffer, yes, you have to buffer the data of S of I. Okay, you have to read, or you have to copy the data of S of I into some other string. Let us say, so therefore it is char. Let us say a temporary string T of, let us say, maximum capacity, which is also is a string. So for I is equal to 0, now I is less than, what is that? S of I is not equal to null terminator, is not equal to null terminator. S of I is not equal to null terminator, I plus plus. Okay, so in this, I need to copy T of I. I have to be careful with the indices. Okay, so you take I for indexing. So you take I for indexing the uh, indexing the token. No, indexing the string. You take J for indexing the token. So you take J is equal to 0. So probably J here also has 0. So T of J is equal to S of I. So you are buffering this as long as if S of I is not equal to space. So if this is not equal to space, you are buffering. Okay. So on the other hand, if S of I becomes space, means else, it means it is a space, then the next immediate T of J plus 1, T of J plus 1, I think caps lock is on. T of J plus 1, make it as a null terminator. Make it as a null terminator, so that in Vasavi College of Engineering, now Vasavi is completed. So Vasavi is now there in T. So that string you have already made. That string you have already made. Okay. Now this T of this has to be stored somewhere. Okay. So before storing somewhere, you need to know how many number of tokens are there in your string. So therefore, what you have to do is this. What do you do? So here you also need to do J plus plus. J plus plus, we'll do it later. Not a problem. Then what? J plus plus, and then you need to reinitialize, sorry, J plus plus has to happen, and then you have to restart J is equal to 0.
Sir, in if condition, we should keep J plus plus.
Yeah. So we'll do J plus plus is equal to S of I. Else I'll do J plus plus comma J plus plus. Okay, so whenever I'm getting a space, I'm converting that token into a string. But where the string is stored? The string is stored in a temporary array. A temporary array, I have to store into some other address, and that string address I have to copy into. There is a overlap of same symbol. This is token. Copy that into token. Okay, so this is a temporary string. T is a temporary string. So now I have used T. So now T is ready. Okay, so once T is ready, in token of 0, okay, so here I got a word. So let us say word is equal to, so I do word plus plus. Okay, so that means word is initially 0. Word is initially 0. Now, after the end of this if else, where do I need to do? Where do I need to? Here itself, once you are making it as a string, token of W is equal to, now I have to store this into some temporary location, some other address. So that some other address is nothing but what is that? Char star token, isn't it? So token of W is equal to some other address. So I need to allocate address new char type of how much? J plus 1. Okay.
Sir, then J equal to 0, we did not.
J is equal to
0.
that we will do at the end. That we will do at the end. Don't worry. After making a token, then you are making token of W is equal to new char of J plus 1. So you are now allocating memory. So at that memory, you have to copy T of J. That means again run a loop from k is equal to 0 till k is less than J plus 1. Okay, then k plus plus, what has to be copied? What has to be copied and where has to be copied?
Token of W and
W and then token of WK is equal to T of K. Or else you can use str, what is it? strcpy. You can use strcpy. Okay, so token of WK is equal to T of K. Why do we need new memory? Yeah, if I don't create new memory, then that is not, that will not be stored. Okay. So the point is, if S of I is not space, if S of I is not space, then you are constructing everything into T. That means let us assume Vasavi has completed here. Then you are making that as Vasavi null terminator. Then token of 0, you are now allocating that much memory for token of 0, because token of 0 is a char star pointer. So after that, you are copying T of k, which is starting from k is equal to 0, the current token. The current token you are storing into that address which has been generated. Okay, so once it is done, you need to make W plus plus, and you also need to do J plus plus. J plus plus, no, J has to be 0 for next token. Okay. Now during the next time when you are traversing, again J becomes 0. I will not be 0. I will be continuous. I will be skipping space after space. Now you are taking Vasavi college. Now you are taking college. So college will be here. Again space will come here. So here you will get college. That will be total J times. Is it J times? Yeah, J plus 1 times, because null terminator. And then again another location you are keeping, and then that address or what yeah, that data. And where are you making, yeah, token of W? This is okay. Is it clear?
Sir, I think
Yeah.
J plus plus will make problem.
J plus plus,
We keep in for loop. Means in that bracket.
where
We should keep, I
line
think
number,
so.
line number
32, sir.
line number 32. Yeah, tell me again.
If we keep J plus plus in that there, sir,
Hmm.
we get space, or if we, sir, if we got space, else part will complete, sir. Then J plus plus, sir. Then J of T of 1 will get in if.
Okay, so that means the first character you are saying that it will be ignored.
Sir, after space.
After space, first character will be ignored. Let us test it. That is only a sort of bug. Let us test it. Okay, so what you are trying to tell is in Vasavi College of Engineering, Vasavi will come after space. Space is J. Now J part is completed. C is when you need to go to C, then anyway I is getting incremented. J is 0, so J also will become 1. Yeah, yeah. J becomes 1. So J becomes 1. So J has to be minus 1 here. That is only sort of, indexing changing that we will do later. So let us print the tokens. Okay. So do token, and then let me print here itself other member function. So s1 dot print. Okay. So what I'll do is uh, now void str print of void. Now what? We have to print the tokens. So how many tokens are there? Do we need to maintain that count? Not necessary, because anyway you have taken a static array. Let us loop till array number of times. Let me take hash define max as 10. Okay, 10 only. Okay, hash define max, let us say 100. So 100 characters based sentence. So here let us say count. So I'm saying hash define count as probably 10 or maybe 20 counts. I think 10 is enough. So I'm just checking for a sentence with 10 words. Now you need to, yeah,
Line number 25 max.
line number 25.
Max, sir. In X.
That is correct. Okay, so let us print it. So printing is straightforward here. What you have to do is end I is equal to 0, I is less than count. So I'm taking it as a static. You can introduce the concept of uh, runtime here. So I mean, this count also can be variable. Now see out, see out. What is that? I have to use token of I. Will it print the string? Print the string. Total, let us say 10 strings. So as a part of constructor, what I'll do is I'll initialize token is initially pointing to null. That means what? For int I is equal to 0, I is less than count, let us say I plus plus, token of I is pointing to null. Okay. Anyway, there is a this is not clean code because still you need to delete it. Let us compile this. Let us fix the bugs first, and then we will
Sir,
look into the. Yeah, go ahead.
line number 43 K not declared.
Line number 40.
K is not declared, no, sir.
Yeah, K is not declared. Okay, I think K it has to be declared not in line because you are using K in the next sentence also. Fine. So let us declare K also. Okay, so let us run this. There is a semicolon. Next. Line number 51. There is no void print member function declared in class. What is the, yeah, print we have not declared in the class. We have to declare that. Void print of void. Let us run this. So enter the sentence. Let us College of Engineering. There are Vasavi is coming. Then college. So after Vasavi, V is coming again. So check at the indexing. Check at the indexing once. Initially you are pointing. Initially you are clearing everything with null. Fine. T of max. Okay. Now j is equal to 0. I is equal to 0. S of I you are implementing j plus plus. There is some problem with j plus plus here. So if it is not a space, you are copying that into T of j. It is null, then you are making j as 0. Fine. Once you make j as 0, then there is a problem. There is you are making j plus plus. So it has to be j is equal to -1 so that j becomes 0 back. Then you are again testing the next remaining string of s of I. You are copying again into T of j. Okay, so this is one. Anything else? Let us test this. Yes, anybody please come in. Anything else? Print as -1. Yeah.
Sir, I think in line number 43 up to J plus 2.
Line number 43 up to.
J plus 2 because the last one is null terminator. Null terminator.
Okay. K is equal to 0. K is less than j plus 1. J. When j is space also is getting copied at T of j is equal to S of I. No, if it is not same, then you are copying. So that means else you have to make T of j itself as null. because already j is incremented. So t of j is equal to null, and then you have to allocate memory, and then you have to use from 0 to j plus 1 only. Okay, so let us compile. Let us use 2 tokens. I'm getting Vasavi, I'm not getting college. I don't know. After space, again space is coming. Again space is coming. Okay, fine. Let us compile again. Let us enter three tokens. How our last fellow is missing? Why last fellow is missing? Last fellow is missing because yeah. What is the bug here? Why are you not getting the last fellow? Because last you are not space. Okay, so if this is this R, yeah, last fellow is already null, right? So you are stopping for that. You are stopping for that. So once you come, no, no. So you have to convert this into a do while loop. Convert this into a do while loop. So do this. So make j I is equal to j is equal to 0. Plus plus j plus plus. Okay. I plus plus do here, and then while s of I is not equal to null terminator. Okay. So you do I plus plus, do j plus plus. Now when you do this, if s of I is becoming null,
Sir, I think I should be outside.
I should be where?
In line number 36, I and J should be outside, I think.
Yeah, that is declaration. That is correct. Anyway, they are already declared. I and j. Okay, yeah, that is correct. And if it is space, you have addressed. If it is not space, you are copying. If it is not space, you are copying. Okay. If it is if x of I is x of I is null, then you are terminating. So last fellow is not printing. So what has to be done? So you will come out here only when you are coming. Sorry, only when after copying the last word. Means in T of j, you already have in T of j uh, you already have S of I. So in how are you? You already have YOU, you question mark. So that is where that is in T of j. So now you make T of j. You make T of j as null. As null. I'm sorry, what is happening here? Okay. So now you make T of j as null. And then you have to increment token of w plus 1 of k has to be T of k. No. K, are you copying? Where are you copying? You're not copying. S of I is not null. Is this? Okay, 1 minute. Why do I need all this? If S of I is not null, sorry, if S of I is not this, you are copying. No, no. Else you are copying the other characters. Only when S of I, after incrementing I plus plus, if S of I becomes zero, no, becomes null. If S of I becomes null, then you need to make that as appropriate string. How do you bring that? How do you?
Sir, same as before, sir. T of j is equal to by.
No, I'm just checking whether can we use inside the do while only.
I think no, sir.
So outside only again it is a redundant code, right? Again you have to write, isn't it? Again you have to write. Yes or no? Again you have to write. Again you have to allocate. I'm just checking whether if S of I is anyway is getting incremented. If S of just before null terminator, you are copying into T of j. That is at line number 37. If S of I becomes, sorry, if S of I plus 1 becomes null, if S of I plus 1 becomes null, if S of I plus 1 becomes null, or S of I is equal to space. Will it solve? S of I plus 1 is null, or if it is itself is the space, then you take T of j as null and then you take token of W. Hit memory, then store it. Just test it. Any errors? How are you? Question mark. Yeah, so question mark is not coming. Question. Okay, I plus 1 is becoming. Okay, okay, okay. So you are directly making T of j. That means you are overwriting question mark with null terminator. Fine. So what has to be done is if is 0, so if this is 0, okay. Complications. Why is it? Last character has to be added. Simple. Last character has to be added when S of I plus 1 is null. S of I plus 1 is null. If I enter inside, so what happened? Yeah. If S of I S of I is equal to, because of this, if you are there, you directly make this fellow as null. Else, you will be here because of the other fellow, isn't it? I'm sorry. You will be here because of the other fellow. That means what? Uh, else T of j plus 1 has to be made it as null. and then you convert. Now I think this will. Okay. So only thing is you need to delete once you have printed it. You need to be running a loop and then delete all those pointers by using the delete operator. Okay. Mm, so let me write a destructor. As a part of the destructor, I'll delete. So as a part of a destructor, what I'll do is I'll start writing. I think somebody asked this question. 156 is it? 157. Who has asked this?
156.
Yeah, 156. Okay, so is it clear now?
Yes, sir. Sir, please send this.
Yeah, notice that this is not a unique way. Okay, just logically apply, and I think you are sitting in a traffic. I could see a lot of traffic sound. You're asking something. Asking, please tell something you said. Let me write the destructor so that let us appropriately disallocate the memory. How many times we are requesting? We are requesting it for W times. Okay. So anyway, the you can directly delete the pointers which are being pointed by token. That means count. You are anyway pointing with zeros initially as a part of the constructor. So what you can do is you can write for is equal to 0 till count, then I plus plus delete of what is it, token of I. Okay. I think I lost the signal. Are you getting my audio?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. And why it is not getting compiled? It's taking some time. Delete of token of I. What is okay, fine. Something went wrong. Oh, it is. Is it still running? Is the application is still running? No. Okay. So, Vasavi College of Engineering. Commerce. Okay. I think I forgot to enter space there after college. Yeah, it is coming.
Sir, you please send this token.
Yeah, fine. I'll copy this. I think I thought of discussing some of the important definitions of polymorphism. Anyway, we'll discuss that in tomorrow's class. And please, 1 minute. Let me first copy this. Let me copy this program into a text file. Okay, so I have copied this in new Microsoft Word, text. Okay, so I think 110 now. How many are participants? At least half of the class is there. No, 1/4 of the class. 16 students are present. Okay. Akshaya, yes. Akshaya. Fed up with the classes? I think I'm recording. I should stop recording. Let me stop recording. Nobody is talking. You want me to stop recording, or you want me to discuss the? I thought of discussing some of the important definitions for the sake of students to reproduce in a quick way, because in Unit 4 you have the concepts of inheritance along with virtual functions. Then you have abstract base class. Then you have runtime polymorphism. Then you have function overriding. Then you have pure virtual function. Then you have virtual base class. Okay, then you have hybrid inheritance. Then you have diamond problem. Okay, so you have all these terms. So I thought of discussing the definitions. Shall I reserve this in the next class, because otherwise it will be like this way, that way? Okay, is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Please do. I mean, I advise all those students, specifically who are facing difficulty in reproducing the terms, to make ensure that you attend the class and understand the definitions, and it will help you out in writing up the theory questions specifically for this course. So I expect the following roll numbers to be present in the next class. They are, I think, Anusha 125, then one, not getting the roll numbers. 125. I mean, all those students who got less than 50% of marks in first internals. See, there is nothing that somebody is getting more than 50%, or somebody is doing well, somebody is doing not. Please notice that everybody are equipped with the equal mind. Only thing is, the way that you are studying is probably is not correct. Okay, or the way that you are supposed to reproduce the answers in a way where you claim that you know the concept technically is not happening. So once you come to a situation where you are in a position to replicate yourself the technicality in the answer sheets, then you will also be in pace with the others. Okay, because there is no separate separate benchmarks between one student to the other student. Okay, so I hope I am clear about my point. Can somebody come in? Akshaya, you are there? You are left. 123. Okay, she is not there. 123. 123. Okay, she is using chat box. Okay, yes, fine. So maybe let me. I'm unable to unmute. Okay, I'll unmute.
Sir,
Yeah. I have unmuted.
sir.
Okay, fine. I was saying something. So I'll take up in the next class the concepts of, I mean important definitions of inheritance and polymorphism. So otherwise, if anybody else has any other doubts, I'll send this program. This is one. Any other doubts? If you don't have,
Sir,
yeah, if you don't have,
sir, wait.
I'll take up some one or two questions. Yeah, so somebody is saying something. Yes.
Sir, STRTOK by using the NVIDIA.
STRTOKC, you, okay, that becomes very simple. STRTOK, you work it out. Okay, you need to use string.h, and then when you use strtok, you need to actually write it on paper and then count the number of indices that you are moving, and accordingly you fix the indices. Okay, is that okay? Because again, if I take I also need to relook the starting index and the ending index and space, then null terminator, all that. So instead, it's always better not to dependent on the built-in functions if it is possible, because But those functions like get line, put line, that we cannot do. Okay, but at least those logics which are pertaining to strings, you can write your own logics. Is it okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. I forgot your number, 156 or 157?
156, sir.
156. Okay, fine. So any other doubts? Anybody has any other doubts? Otherwise, let me take up one question. For example, assume that there is a variable which is, let us say, int a is equal to 2, a is equal to 1. Okay, and assume that this is a constant variable. Constant int a is equal to 1. Now I define a pointer int star p. Okay, and if I say that p is equal to address of a, if I say that p is equal to address of a, and if I say star p is equal to star p is equal to 2, then I'll try to print the value of a, and I'll try to print before changing the value of a. What is the output of the pseudocode which is shown on the screen?
1 and then 2.
1 and then 2. Yes. Constant int a is equal to 1, int star p, and then p is equal to address of a, and then you are displaying a, so therefore a will be 1, and you are changing star p equal to 2. Yes, any other doubts? Sorry, any other options? So one student said it is 1 and then 2. Let us work it out. It's very simple, but the answer is you'll get an error. You will get an error. Now, this topic is something which is very important, specifically when you work with the hardware platforms. So this is nothing but pointer to a constant, pointer to a constant data versus pointer to a constant address. Okay, so or sometimes this is also is nothing but what is the difference between pointer pointing the data and a pointer constant pointing a constant. Okay, so let me take up IO stream using namespace std. This fellow need int. All these things are in this, and then I'll return 1. So if I run this, you'll get an error at line number 11, if I'm correct. Line number 11. See, invalid conversion of constant int star to int star. Okay, so invalid conversion, that means you are saying that it is a pointer pointing to it is an integer pointer, which is a generic integer pointer in line number 10. You are pointing it to a constant data. So in order to comply this, and in order to avoid this error, you need to make this as constant pointer. Okay, invalid conversion from constant int star to int star. Now if I change, now also you will get an error, because at line number 13 you are trying to make a change. You are trying to make a change in line number 13. Okay, so earlier it was line number 11. Now you are getting in line number 13. Are you following? Are you following?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now assume that if I take a constant pointer to a constant p, sorry, int star constant p. So, okay, so you cannot change the constant. You cannot change the constant value, which is also by using the indirect means. So p is equal to address of a is wrong. Now, if I compile, you'll get 1 1. There is no doubt in this. Now you'll get 1 1 because you are pointing a and then you are printing a, isn't it? Now, what I'll do is I'll change this to int a, and then I'll make it as a constant int star. And then I'll make this as star p. Star p is equal to 2. Now what? Now what happens? Star p is 2, but instead of star p is equal to 2, what I'll do is I'll change a as 2. Now here I'll print star p, and here also I'll print star p. You're getting my point? What I'm doing? P is pointing to a unique address, but in that address the value is getting changed. Line number 9, the value was 1. In line number 13, the value is 2. Okay, so if I try to compile, will I get error? Your answer.
No, sir.
Now it will be 1 2. This is how the data can be corrected, specifically for those variables which are tackling with constant int star. होगा माँ 10 minutes. कौन तो भाई? हाँ, okay. Clear?
washing machine वाला अंकल आया just board
हाँ, चलो.
the time उसका
20 minutes में आता हूँ. So, okay, anyway, so any other doubts? I think there is some other. Also, please start working with a is equal to 1, right? So you take an array, let us say int a of 10 or 5. Okay, so assume that this is pointing to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take a constant pointer, let us say p constant int star p is equal to address of a of 0. Okay, so star p is this. So if I try to print star p plus plus, let me explicitly make this as 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. Now what happens? Constant int star p is equal to address of a of 0. So at line number 12, I'll get 10. Correct? Yes or no? I think I lost the signal. Can somebody?
No, sir.
So at line number 12, I'll get 10. What will I get at line number 14? Will I get 11? Will I get 10? Will I get 20? Will I get 21? Or will I get error?
Error.
Okay. We will get 20. Okay. But if you do int star constant p, then you will get error. Okay. First of all, this cannot be declared like this. Constant pointer has to be initialized with the specific address. Now, if I initialize like this, then line number 10 error will be rectified. Now, star p plus plus is a problem, but data can be changed. Pointer cannot be moved. That is the point here. Data can be changed. That means if I say star of, let us say p, okay, star of p plus 1, star p is pointing to that fellow, right? Now if I make a of 0 as, let us say, 70, now what will I get? Notice that you are using p to point and tell that it is pointing to a constant, it is holding a constant pointer. So the point the point is in line number 10, you are not looking at the data, you are looking at the pointer. So this is called as a constant pointer. Notice that constant pointer is different and pointer to a constant is different. Let me put it in this way, in the appropriate way. So what is the difference between pointer to a constant versus constant pointer? Now the example which is in front of you is a constant pointer. Means attempt should not be made to move this pointer, but changes can be done. For example, this will give you the correct output, meaning initially it will be 10, then it will be 70. Initially it will be 10 and then it will be 70. Okay. Also notice that you can take a base pointer and then the base pointer is p. Let us say pointer p plus 1 or p plus 2. It is pointing to whom? It is pointing to 30, but you are changing to, let us say, 67. Means which entity you are changing? You are talking about a of 0, 1, 2, a of 2. Are you getting my point? So see out, if you print a of 2 now, if you print a of 2, now the question is, will you get 30, will you get 67? 1, 2. Will you get 30 or will you get 67? What is the answer?
67.
Yeah, you will get 67. So the answer is, first you will get, in line number 11, you will get 10. In line number 14, you will get star p. Star p means, again, you will get 70. So first you will get 10, then you will get 70, then you will get 67. So this is a constant pointer. This is quite rarely asked in exams, but quite occasionally, many times asked in interviews. What is the difference between pointer to a constant and a constant pointer? Okay, so fine, I'll stop here. So next class, we will again revisit unit 4 with an agenda of looking on those definitions which are very vital or which are very important and which are repeatedly asked, and for the concept of demonstration of any of those definitions to be proved, which are quite commonly asked in external exams, you are advised to remember only one example, which we have taken as a shape, rectangle and a triangle. Okay, so we will focus on the definitions, and if at all any other students have any other doubts, So like this, please come forward and please, please reserve your doubts, not in the next class, but next to next class, which will be, I think, on the coming week. Okay, so tomorrow, do we have classes on coming week?
No, sir.
No, I think your internal exams commences from which date?
25th, sir.
So what is there on 22, 23, 24? Those 3 days?
I mean, the timetable which you have given
Up to 20
only
only.
up to 20. Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Anyway, if you want me to take up a class to discuss any of your doubts, you are welcome to get back to me. Okay. So
Okay, sir.
I can host a session, or I can also call for any open discussions.
Okay, sir.
Okay, then. So I'll stop recording. I don't know whether you need this recording. Anybody need this recording?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I'll